What's going on, everybody? What's going on? All right. We're going to get right to it. Ladies and gentlemen. The Habs rebuild is right where it needs to be right now. Slafkovsky makes some history. Kovzukski produces 6 points in the 7-4 loss to the New York Rangers. And let's just start off. Let's start off with a little bit of history. And let's start off with that Juraj Slafkovsky goal, which helped to do it.
Streak. Here comes the pass, and you'll see the intercept. Kreider was well outside. Caulfield kept it in and just tipped it over to Slafkovsky.
Juraj Slafkovsky, man. He's going to be a big feature in this video, but I mean, let's just show this from Brian Mudryk from TSN, because Juraj Slafkovsky joins a very elite group, and now not only did he join it, he surpassed it, and now he stands alone.
Every game, every shift, what a rocket shot, and there you go. You talk about teenagers in Montreal Canadiens history, he stands alone.
Juraj Slafkovsky now stands alone in history in terms of teenagers. As you saw, he's above Alex Galchenyuk, Stefan Richer.
Every game, every shift.
And Doug Wickenheiser. Can't forget Doug, because, you know, so many people were worried about when they drafted Juraj Slafkovsky that he was going to become the next Doug Wickenheiser, right? And now, at this point, I mean, at least in terms of where Slafkovsky's at right now in his development, a 7-game point streak, the longest point streak of a teenager in Montreal Canadiens history. I mean, this is pretty special territory for Slafkovsky to be in. And you got to enjoy these moments, right? I mean, right here it says the same thing. Slav stays hot, becomes the first teenager in Canadiens history to record that 7-game point streak. And you know what? It's all due to these guys, right? Juraj Slafkovsky, Cole Caulfield, and Nick Suzuki. I mean, these guys are really forming a truly special line. That's why I say in this video that the Habs rebuild is exactly where it needs to be right now, because they've discovered their top line, and it's actually happened a lot sooner, I think, than most fans would have necessarily expected, given the fact that, you know, at the beginning of the season, there's still debate about Slafkovsky and whether he should be sent to Laval. And guess what? They didn't. And now Slafkovsky is having an outburst in points, right? Like, it's pretty incredible what he's been able to do. 24 points in his last 22 games. We've also heard about the Jack Hughes comparison. In the first 92 games played, Jack Hughes had 14 goals, 37 points, 5 power play goals. Slafkovsky, in the same amount of games, 16 goals now. So 93 games, I guess, technically. 16 goals, 39 points, and 6 power play goals. So basically the trajectory is saying here that Juraj Slafkovsky, at least as of right now, according to Jack Hughes numbers, when he was still 19 years old, very young in the league, he's now a superstar. Jack Hughes is one of the best players in the NHL right now. So that's why you've got this little comparison with Juraj Slafkovsky. And basically it's saying that the upward trend is that Slafkovsky could very well become a superstar as well. Not just a star, a superstar. So it's a very good possibility. And it's an exciting time to be a Montreal Canadiens fan. And that's why, again, the rebuild's exactly where it needs to be, because I'll even put the title up again, because the Canadiens still will finish in the bottom of the NHL this season, likely going to get themselves a top 5 or top 10 pick in the draft, whether they decide to trade that or not. If they somehow end up in the top 5, they may end up using that draft pick. So that's why I say, in terms of development this season, the Canadiens prospects are all developing pretty well. Excuse me, when you consider guys like Lane Hutson, Florian Jacki, Owen Beck, Philip Michar, Jacob Fowler has emerged as being considered maybe the next Dominic Hasek, according to Ryan Whitney of the Spit and Chicklets podcast. But regardless, I mean, there's a lot of Habs prospects developing well. David Reinbacher should be here soon, hopefully. So I mentioned Slafkovsky makes history, and that's exactly what he did. So I already kind of mentioned that. Kovzukski, these guys still put up 6 points last night, despite the 7-4 loss to the New York Rangers. And again, it's just encouraging to see Nick, Cole, and Uri just do what they've been doing, and encouraging Habs fans that, hey, we got ourselves a number 1 line here. And maybe your second line is Kirby Dach, Alex Newhook, and Trevor Zegras. I don't know. We'll figure that out. As the time comes, right? But the Habs do lose 7-4 to the New York Rangers at MSG. And there's some silver lining in that game, and that's Juraj Slafkovsky and the top line with Cole and Nick. Best game so far for Gignac. He had the first goal of this game, which was disallowed due to his own high sticking the puck down in front of Jonathan Quick and then burying it into an empty net. Well, not empty net, but he buried it into the net, which it got waved off immediately. And then it didn't matter because Jake Evans still got the opening goal for the Canadiens, and it was a good start for them. They had a 1-0 lead for up until like the second period. And all of a sudden, the New York Rangers just came on and scored 4 unanswered goals. Bang, 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 bang. Josh Anderson is snake bitten again. I mean, he got an assist on Jake Evans' opening goal here, but he had so many chances in that game, and he just couldn't bear it. You could see him shaking his head on the way to the bench. I just feel for Josh because he's still not playing ideally with, the same kinds of line mates he was in the Stanley Cup run in 2021. He's still here. So say what you want about Josh, but he's probably going to be here for a little while still, unless a great offer comes in for him. But I just feel for the guy because he got so many chances last night. Jake Evans had 6 shots on goal for the Canadiens, by the way, along with Cole Caulfield's 6 shots on goal. So, those two guys, no surprise from Cole getting 6 shots on net, but Jake had a good game overall. I mean, if you want to talk defensively about the Canadiens last night, I mean, I feel for Sam Montembeault, of course, getting a .774 save percentage, which is unheard of, except for the Boston game. But 2 bad performances, not necessarily from Sam, but it was defensive breakdowns is really what it came down to for the Canadiens. It wasn't just Samuel Montembeault in a lackluster performance. It was just the defensive game in front of him that really caused, frankly, a lot of the issues that led to the 7-4 win for the New York Rangers. I'm going to put this up here. I didn't mention it at the top of the show, but yesterday there was a huge rumor. It wasn't huge. It didn't last very long because the actual insiders chimed in and, basically tore that down. Jake Allen trade rumor to Colorado has been squashed for now. And there was conversations with Jake Allen in Colorado apparently in the last couple of weeks, but it hasn't been a couple of weeks since they've had a conversation. So we had a trade rumor going around Twitter yesterday from an unreliable source, apparently because Darren Dreger, Chris Johnson, both coming on within the hour to shut that down and say that there is no Jake Allen deal to Colorado. So we'll still have to wait and see on that one. But like I mentioned, guys, I mean, the Habs rebuild really is right where it needs to be in the sense that this was a year of development, also an opportunity to see Juraj Slafkovsky thrive and shine, and that's what he's been doing in this, second half of the season, especially seeing him come into his own and play with Nick and Cole on that top line, seeing him go down to play with Sean Monahan for a little while there. He's adaptable. He's that good. He can make other players better potentially on his line. And you know what? I meant to mention this too, is that, the second Cole Caulfield goal last night was created by Cole chipping the puck into the offensive zone and then Slav working on the boards, backhanding it back to Cole. I mean, Slav is just so comfortable right now. And I hope he's not getting too comfortable. I don't think he is, but he's just so focused on getting better. And then now he's actually just getting better. It's amazing. It's really, really, really fun to watch. There's also one more stat I don't think I mentioned just yet from Slafkovsky. And yes, that is right here. So Uri has the most career road points for a Canadiens teenager. He's going to surpass Petr Svoboda. He's only done it. He's got 25 points in 48 games as a teenager here, and he's going to surpass Petr Svoboda. So he's actually going to break 2 records for the Canadiens rookie, or not rookie, but as a Canadiens teenager. As long as he gets 1 more point, as long as Slafkovsky, gets 2 more points to break Svoboda's record in the next, I don't know, before he turns 20 on March 30th, I think we're okay. Slav's going to beat the record. That's all I got for you guys. I appreciate the support, and thank you for watching, guys. Hit like and subscribe. Smash that like button to help this video spread to more Habs and hockey fans, mainly Habs fans, I'm sure. But if you haven't already, also hit subscribe. Pushing to, I guess, the next mark, which is 6,000 subscribers. Getting to 5,000 was a big accomplishment. Thanks to all of you. So I thank you for watching, you guys. Let's kick the music back up again. And I thank you all. Do I have it playing? Yes, I do. I do have it playing. Thank you all for watching, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. Go Habs, go. You guys are the best. Thanks for everything so far, guys. Appreciate you.